Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your week of April 26, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card, then a 3-card spread, a past, present, future, a couple clarifiers, and an outcome card. Hopefully everything's going good for you there, Pisces. But remember, these are general readings, so if something doesn't resonate, then it's not your message. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't, and don't try to make any big leaps in logic that are just there to try to work something in so that it works in your favor, or like some weird obscure line or something, or some cat chasing a toy around while you're trying to do tarot readings. Don't be that cat. Don't be that cat. But anyway, Pisces, I think I've shuffled this deck enough, so let's get to your reading. You've got the Yin card as your general vibe card. So Pisces, the Yin card is a card of sort of taking more of an observing role and an information gathering role this week. You know, try not to be too proactive. Try not to go out there and make things happen and force things to happen the way you would with Cancer would, like with the Chariot, right? Don't try to impose your will on things. Just kind of let back, gather some information, just see how people react in the situations they're in, see how people behave when, you know, you're not there trying to force your will onto something. Maybe you just need to kind of set back, just let some control go for a bit and see how things go for you. So, you know, we'll see what's coming for you with that then. Pisces, we'll get you some cards here. Man, those cats, they just have the worst timing. They just always wake up as soon as I come here to do some tarot readings. So you're just like, hey, what's going on? How can I be so noisy? Right? Jeez. Anyway, Pisces, let's see what we got for you here. In your past, Pisces, we got the Ace of Cups, and that's a really good way to start. The Ace of Cups is a card that is obviously overflowing here, and it's ready to kind of go on and move on. It's a new beginning, that can be pretty successful. It's also a new beginning that is in your emotions and your feelings. So maybe you're just kind of getting in touch with your emotions, your feelings, kind of opening up, like, how does it feel when someone treats me like this? Or how does it feel when I watch certain shows or listen to certain music or something? Maybe that kind of opens you up and it's like, why do I feel that way? Or maybe you're just kind of getting in touch with yourself that way in a way you've never thought before, right? So we'll see where that goes. Into your present, we've got the 7 of 7. We got the 6 of Swords. Roman numerals are hard. But the 6 of Swords is a card of coming from rocky waters into calm waters. You're still in rocky waters, so in your present, you're still in rocky waters. Maybe something has happened lately, like maybe a breakup or something like that, or something else that's been emotionally taxing on you. And it's kind of like you're in this mode of like, oh, I'm like, still, I don't see, you can see like things are clearing up here. Like you see there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's just you're kind of sitting here like still in the choppy waters, right? So things are still a little rough, but we can see where calm shores are approaching here. This is leading to the 9 of Cups, which is a card of fulfillment and satisfaction. It's a card of just being full, right? What the heck, sir? What is up with you today? Speaking of somebody that's fulfilled and doesn't want to do anything that he's told, we've got Spike here. Jeez Louise, buddy, could you be any noisier? Alright, you calm down? Alright. Anyway, the 9 of Cups is a card of, like I say, fulfillment. It's a card of sort of being ready to go, right? Once two people with 9 of Cups energy come together, we get the 10 of Cups, which is the happy ending card. You know, the partners, the kids, the white picket fence, the dream house, dream life, yada, yada, yada. So it seems like you're coming in from these rocky waters into a sign of fulfillment. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of going from being challenged to kind of being like, okay, I got through this. I'm tough. I can do this, right? And it seems like maybe you're kind of taking a back roll to this. Like at this time with the Yin card over this, just kind of leaning back and just kind of seeing like, okay, I don't have to constantly maybe impose my will on something. I don't have to constantly kind of make sure that things work out, because sometimes, like, you know, the things take care of themselves, right? Sometimes we don't need to get in there and interfere, and sometimes our interfering can set things off course that otherwise would have worked out all right. So maybe that's what it's seeing. It's like you're kind of realizing, oh, I don't have to get involved all the time in situations in my life. Sometimes I can just kind of relax and let things happen, right? So that's what I'm seeing so far, but we'll get some clarifiers, see what we get. We'll get an outcome card as well. But before we do, if you could leave a like, Pisces, I really appreciate that a lot. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already. That way you'll get notified when I upload new videos. And then you can come over and check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos and get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. But without further ado, I think I've shuffled this deck enough. And we'll get you some clarifiers here, Pisces. So, between the Ace of Cups and between the Six of Swords, we got the Death card. So, like I said, there's some sort of change going on with you. Death isn't necessarily you dying or someone dying or anything like that, but it's sort of the death of a cycle. It's the death of like something going into something new, right? So it seems like I say, maybe you're kind of finishing off this like rough section in your life. You're kind of moving into a like more peaceful era, and maybe you're kind of realizing, like I said before, maybe taking your hands off the wheel sometimes can be a good thing. So we got between the Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups, we got the Ace of Wands. So we got double aces now, which is a new start, a really good new start. The Ace of Wands is a start in like your passions, your desires, going after things like that. Maybe you have a good idea in your head and you're like, okay, I want to pursue this, right? And the Ace of Wands is saying like, yeah, go for it, like pursue that. So maybe this is a new lifestyle for you. You're wanting to go after something you've always kind of wanted to do, something you maybe felt like you're held back in. And this is leading, like I said, this is between the Six of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is a card of fulfillment. So maybe once you start pursuing that, you'll start feeling fulfilled. And you'll start feeling, yeah, I should have always been doing this, right? Like, man, why haven't I been doing this all my life, right? Like, it's like a breath of fresh air, like color being restored into the world, right? That kind of a thing. For an outcome card, we got the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a card of sort of like anxieties and fears. And it's a card of feeling like things are worse than they actually are. So like I say with this, it's like with the Yin card over all this, like it's very much an information gathering event here, like just kind of laying back and relaxing, kind of taking things in. And with this card, it's sort of maybe you're feeling in the future kind of like a bit of anxiety over the fact that like you don't have control over things like you normally would. Like if something was going on, you get in there, make sure it went right? You know what I mean? But it seems like with this card, it's more like you feel like, I need to get in there. I need to do this to make sure it gets done right because these people don't know how to do it, right? But this is saying like, don't worry about it. Like this guy is in no danger. He wants to get away from this nurse because he's freaking out and he's worried he's in danger, but he's not. This nurse is here to help him. So it's like this situation, you're going to have to, nobody can make you get over it, but you're going to have to kind of come into your own understanding that there's no harm in this. There's no harm in just kind of knowing that you can't control everything, knowing that, you can't enforce your will on every situation, on every person you meet. You have to kind of sometimes let control go and just let things happen. So that's what I got for you this week, Pisces. I hope that helps you out. Remember, you can leave a like, you can subscribe, you can hit the bell icon as well. Hopefully everything's going good there. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos. You can listen to some cats sneeze. And I hope to see you, Pisces, in the next video.